Mark Cuban says anyone can become a millionaire by following his 4 rules of success. Do you know who Mark Cuban is?
Yes, he's a billionaire entrepreneur and investor.
That's right. Did you know that he started his career as a bartender and disco dancing instructor?
Really? I had no idea.
Yes, he then moved on to become a salesperson, and eventually started his own business.
What was his first business?
It was a software company called MicroSolutions, which he sold for millions of dollars.
Wow, that's impressive. What did he do after that?
He then founded Broadcast.com, an internet radio company, which he sold to Yahoo for almost $6 billion.
That's incredible. What do you think contributed to his success?
Mark Cuban is known for his hard work, determination, and willingness to take risks.
He also has a strong business acumen and is not afraid to challenge the status quo.
That's great to know. I can definitely learn a lot from his success story.
But honestly, you don't have to take my word for it. Let's hear the Mark Cuban himself talk about his early beginnings and how he became a billionaire.
I remember going to my dad while he was playing poker with his buddies and saying, "Dad, I need some new sneakers." And he looked at me, looked at my feet and goes, "Those tennis shoes you got on, they work. When you have a job, you can buy whatever you want." And one of his buddies that had to be drunk was sitting at the poker table with him, and he goes, "Hey, I got something you can sell. I got all these boxes of garbage bags. Why don't you sell them in the neighborhood, and then you can take the money you make and buy your sneakers?" He had these boxes that he sold to me for $3. I sold them for $6, but it went like this. "Hi, my name is Mark. Do you use garbage bags? I've got a great deal for you, and every time you need garbage bags, all you ever have to do is call me, and I'll put them in the back of my wagon, and I'll bring them right down to your house." That was my first business, the world's first, probably only, garbage bag door-to-door subscription company. As I started to get older and got into high school in particular, I realized that high school wasn't my jam, that I wanted to learn as much as I could about business. I started taking classes at night at the University of Pittsburgh when I was 16. And then when I was 17, I dropped out of high school altogether and went to Pitt full time. That's where things really started to happen for me. I never ever thought in terms of money, okay, I need to make millions. I always thought in terms of time. Has always been my driving motivation. How can I control my own destiny? How can I control my own time? I started a company called MicroSolutions, and from there we just grew and grew and grew and ended up selling that. And that's how I got my first stacks. So here's the rundown of when I sold MicroSolutions for $6 million. So $1 million went to employees, $2 million to a partner I brought in, $2 million to me. I lived like a student, but the first thing I did was buy a lifetime pass on American Airlines, and I just went all around the world taking friends and partying like a rock star. Other than the Air Pass, I wasn't just buying shit. I was saving it. I could have gone out and bought a bigger house, bought a nicer car. I didn't care. What it bought me was freedom. I never thought I was going to work again. I made a ton of money in the stock market. I was worth $20+ million. Life was good. Then one of my buddies from college, Todd Wagner, sat down with me, and this was in 1995. He was like, "You know, there's this whole new thing called the internet. There's got to be a way we can use this to listen to Indiana basketball." We set up this website called AudioNet, and the next thing you know, video comes along and we turned it into a company called Broadcast.com. And so we started what turned out to be the very first streaming company. On July 18th, 1998, we went public, and we're guessing, you know, what's the stock going to open at? And I was the high. I'm thinking $33. Shit goes $62.75. All of a sudden, I'm worth $300 million plus. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh fuck, if this stock price triples, I'm a billionaire. Well, we took that company and became the biggest media portal on the internet. And Yahoo came along and made us an offer. And all of a sudden, that stock price tripled, and I was a billionaire. We sold the company to Yahoo for stock. And I had seen stocks go up, and I had seen stocks go down. And I told Todd, my partner, I told everybody who worked for us, there's a good chance because this stock market is so highly priced that the whole thing could crash. Don't be greedy. Todd had this saying, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. Don't get slaughtered. So I put together what they call a collar. And what that is, I sold some of the upside to that Yahoo stock that they gave me, and I protected myself by buying puts on the downside. 3 months later, the internet stock market cratered. It was called one of the top 10 Wall Street trades of all time, and it taught me a hell of a lesson. When you just chase dollars, it never works out well. I was worth $1 billion motherfucking dollars, and it was the most insane thing that I could ever come to realize. All I had to do was protect it and not get greedy, and I'd be set for the rest of my life.
Mark Cuban's journey from earning his first million to eventually amassing a billion-dollar fortune is a remarkable story of strategic decisions, innovative thinking, and a strong work ethic. He made a series of strategic and impactful purchases with his first millions, which played a crucial role in shaping his successful journey. His spending choices were not only grounded in his innovative thinking but also reflected his passion for business and technology. Here shared 4 simple rules on how anyone can also grow wealth.
If you want to be a millionaire, you can do it. But there's a couple things you have to be able to accomplish.
Yeah, I saw that he said these rules are meant to help you earn cash. They're really about being able to control your own destiny. His first rule:
find something you can be good at and then be great at it.
Cuban's first rule emphasizes the importance of specialization and mastery. Instead of trying to be a jack of all trades, he encourages individuals to identify a field, skill, or industry where they have genuine potential to excel. Once that area of expertise is identified, the focus shifts to continuous improvement and becoming exceptional at it. This rule aligns with the principle of leveraging one's strengths to stand out in a competitive environment. By being great at something, you not only provide value but also position yourself for growth and recognition.
That's right. And Cuban's second rule is:
second, you have to know how to sell. Whatever it is you're good at, somebody's going to need that service, someone's going to need that, whatever it is that you're creating, but you have to be able to sell because you don't want to be in a position where you're dependent on other people.
Mark Cuban's second rule highlights the significance of effective communication and persuasion. Whether you're selling a product, service, idea, or even yourself, the ability to convey your message convincingly is crucial. Selling is not limited to traditional sales roles, it applies to various aspects of life, such as pitching ideas, negotiating deals, and building relationships. Mastering the art of selling allows you to influence others, create opportunities, and drive your objectives forward.
Yeah, that's great. The billionaire has previously given out advice on how to succeed at sales by showing people how you can help them in the first couple of seconds of your pitch. Selling isn't about convincing, it's about helping, Cuban told the School of Hard Knocks in a TikTok. When you understand what people need and want, you put yourself in a position to help them, he said. Then you make good things happen, close deals, and that's how you create companies. Sales definitely may not be a bad place for aspiring millionaires to start.
Yeah, definitely not a bad place to start. In 2017, 15% of CEOs from the top 100 Fortune 500 companies started in sales, according to a survey from leadership consulting firm Heidrick & Struggles.
The third rule:
be curious and always be learning. Because the one thing that's certain about business is that it changes every single day.
Cuban's third rule underscores the importance of a growth mindset. In a rapidly changing world, being curious and open to learning is essential. Continuous learning enables individuals to stay informed about industry trends, emerging technologies, and market dynamics. This adaptability ensures that you remain relevant and able to seize new opportunities. Cuban's rule encourages individuals to challenge themselves, explore new horizons, and cultivate a hunger for knowledge.
Exactly. Having a lifetime learning mentality correlates with both objective and subjective success, from the number of promotions you get to how happy you are in your job, according to a 2020 study from University of Waterloo finance and education researchers. Lifelong learners can even save their employers money in the long run, study co-author Judine Preddy told Waterloo's alumni-owned podcast in April. As technology continues to move at the rapid pace it is, employers need their employees to undertake learning and development to stay on top of what the latest technologies are, Preddy said. It isn't a matter of needing to replace workforce. Instead, develop and grow the existing workforce.
Interesting points. And lastly, Cuban's fourth rule is:
when you have that knowledge, when you have that ability to sell, when you know that when you walk into a room, you know your shit better than anybody else in the room, that's when it's time to start a company. Then you can start to control your own destiny.
Cuban's fourth rule emphasizes the value of expertise and preparation. When you're well informed and knowledgeable about your field, you exude confidence and credibility. This not only boosts your own self-assurance, but also earns the respect of others in the room. Being the most informed person in a room positions you as a leader, a go-to resource, and a trusted authority. Cuban's advice encourages diligent research, thorough understanding, and a commitment to staying ahead of the curve.
Yeah, I find his advice very interesting too. He also said that when you're at the level knowing your field so well, that's when it's time to start a company. Then, you can start to control your own destiny. He touched on a similar subject in his 2011 book How to Win at the Sport of Business, writing that it doesn't matter how many times you fail. You only have to be right once to be set for life.
Yes. In summary, Mark Cuban's rules of success provide actionable insights for those seeking to build wealth and achieve their goals. These rules emphasize the importance of specialization, effective communication, continuous learning, and expertise. By following these principles, individuals can enhance their chances of standing out, making informed decisions, and ultimately achieving financial success. Cuban's own journey from modest beginnings to becoming a billionaire is a testament to the effectiveness of these rules in shaping a successful path.
Make sure to subscribe to the Wealthy Education YouTube channel to continue learning and to know from the billionaires themselves how you can become wealthier or simply start your wealthy journey.
Absolutely. But wait, there's more. By subscribing and hitting the bell, you're not just signing up for videos, you're becoming a part of our vibrant community. Be the first to know when we drop new content. Wanting to learn how to be wealthy? Well, look no further because you've got a whole lot of learning with the Wealthy Education YouTube channel. So don't be shy and subscribe.